Hello, it is Friday, November 12th, 2021. I'm Marshal Manlove from Delaware Sports and My Sports Reports. And on this episode, hopefully, if everything works, been having a tough time of it this morning. Here, we are going to have an interview with a couple of star volleyball players from Sussex Central High School in Georgetown, Delaware. But before I pull them up, let's just make sure this is actually working. Marshall Manlove from Delaware Sports and My. So far, that's good. All right. Oh, it's been a morning, man. You would think it's Friday the 13th, not Friday the 12th. The way things are going here. And a couple of weeks ago, I talked about a couple of these young ladies and some of the success they were having, not only in their career, but a couple games where they had some real productive offensive outputs. And joining me here, hopefully, let's hope this works. Yes, from Sussex Central High School in Georgetown, Delaware. On the left there on the screen is Bre Reid. Hello, say hello, make sure everything's working here.
Hi.
Okay. And to your left, our right, in the center here on the screen is Maddy McTeer. Hello, say hello.
Hi.
All right. And their head coach, Mike Adams, is in the background somewhere, and he set up this beautiful virtual screen there. This is Knights volleyball, the Golden Knights. Had a great year this year. They were 12-3 in the regular season. Major factor is the output of these two young ladies, Miss Reid and Miss McTeer. And who should we start with? Maddy or Bre? Who wants? I'll put you on the spot.
Sorry,
All
Maddy.
right,
I'll go first.
Bre actually pointed over toward Maddy, so we'll talk with you. Tell me something about yourself, Maddy. You're a senior, right? How old are you?
I'm 17.
All right. And you are the setter for this team, correct?
Yes.
All right. How do you like setting?
I like setting a lot. It's the only thing I've ever done for the team, and I find I fit the role pretty well, and it's always exciting because you always get to touch the ball every play. So I really like setting.
That's true. You're the quarterback. You are are you a 4-year starter?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And when I got to see you a couple weeks ago against Caesar Rodney, you had a career milestone. You want to talk about what that was? Do you remember what it was?
Yes. Against Caesar Rodney, I had my 1,000th assist, and that was a goal I was trying to reach this year, and it was pretty awesome that I was able to get that this year.
So, didn't really have an opportunity to celebrate on the court there. Was there any special presentation or anything that the team did for you or anything like that?
Yeah, our senior night against IR, which was that Thursday, we had like a celebration of it. So.
All right, very cool. Hang on just one second while I test something to make sure that this is not being wasted. My sports report. You're going to hear the actual introduction there. This episode, hopefully, if everything works. Been having a tough time of it this morning. All right. Well, I'm not going to run through the whole thing. And Bre, we talked about you in the same context because you also had a career milestone. And what was that for you?
I got the record for having 50 kills in one game.
Yeah, I believe that was a Delaware record of 50 kills in one game, but it also landed you on the national list. I think the all-time record in a match was 63 or something like that, but if you search the National Federation of High School Records, you will hopefully soon see your name on that list. But you also had a career milestone too. What was that?
I got my 1,000th kill on senior night.
So both of you had 1,000 of what you are best at doing, assisting and killing. Now, I imagine that what's the percentage of your kills, Bre, do you think that Maddy assisted you on?
99%.
99% of the 1,000. So are you a 4-year starter at Sussex Central also? Volleyball team?
Yes.
Okay. And so am I don't like to just talk about the game and the sports itself. I do like to find out more about the people who are in the games, but also I like to talk about the culture around the game. Talk about what it's like to be a Golden Knight, like prior to a match that you might play. Do you have any rituals? Do you go to a certain place to eat, hang out at somebody's house, anything like that? What do you do? Nothing?
Before games.
What do we do? We just sit and talk.
Yeah.
That's literally all we
Usually
do.
just hang out as a team before games. This year at home games, Adams would get us pizza before games, which was pretty cool.
A pizza?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if I was to go down to Sussex Central to watch a Golden Knight game of some sort, doesn't matter what it be, volleyball, it could be swimming or something like that. I know you're a swimmer too, Maddie. We'll talk about that in a minute. Where would I go? Where would you recommend me going to get a pizza?
In Georgetown, like near Central.
Like Pizza King.
Yeah, probably like Pizza King.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take your word for it, so I'm going to go in there and say that you recommended me to go there. Okay. So. All right. How about you, Bre? What do you like to do before a game? Do you have any specific rituals, things that you do to get yourself mentally prepared for a game?
Not really. Just go out there and play. Not be too distracted. At the same time, still have fun.
You just show up and hit the ball real hard. Pretty much it.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah. You are one of the hardest hitters that I've seen in the state. There's no doubt about that. And you were a first-team All-State player last year. Have any of those honors come out yet? All conference or anything like that? Does anybody know?
All conference came out.
It did. And how did you two fare?
I got first team.
And I got second team.
For this year? Okay, congratulations. All right, fantastic. And Bre, you're going to play volleyball in college, right?
Yes.
And where are you headed to play?
I'm going to James Madison University.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, what's the outlook for you there? You think you get playing time right away? A lot of people head into college, they redshirt for 1 year so they can grow a little bit, mature a little bit, practice with the team still. How do you see yourself fitting in there?
I think after this club season, a lot of developing needs to happen, but I think for sure after that I will play.
Okay, and what club do you play for?
Right now I'm playing for Brandywine.
Okay. And then, Maddie, your number one sport, as good as you are in volleyball, isn't volleyball. It's what?
Swimming.
And you are also going to compete in college athletically and for the swim team at which university?
Clarion University.
All right, that's awesome. Looking forward to that.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I bet, right? And you're an all-state swimmer in which event or events?
50 free and 100 free.
50 free and 100 free? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you compete in any of the other events as well?
Yeah, I compete in all the events throughout the season, but those two are my best.
Okay. And how is your Sussex Central swimming team looking this year?
It's looking bigger than last year. We didn't have a lot of swimmers last year, so I think we're starting to grow a little bit, and it should be a good season. So,
And you just started practicing, right?
yeah, this past week, yes.
And Bre, are you just focusing on club volleyball now for the winter, or are you participating in a sport at Sussex Central for the winter?
This winter I'm just doing club.
Okay, you're also the state long jump champion, correct?
Yeah.
Is that just in the spring?
Yeah.
All right, so you don't do indoor track at Sussex Central, just play volleyball?
Yeah, no, I don't do it in the winter because
Okay,
of
does
club.
Sussex Central have an indoor team? Track team?
Yes.
Okay. Are they like begging you to come play? Jump for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually are.
I would. You're a state champion. How far did you jump to become state champion last year?
18.6.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That out jumps most boys. It does. And let's see what else I have here. I have all your coach sent me all your information, but do it. Let's do it this way. Maddy, tell me something interesting about Bre.
Interesting. Trying to think.
Do you know anything
Put me on
about
the
Bre?
spot. Something interesting about Bre is I feel like she's a very humble player.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, and I like admire that about her because I don't know. It's just I feel like it's a very good quality to have, and not a lot of people who are as good as she is like have that quality.
It's true, and I think that's actually kind of one of the things I like about watching girl sports as opposed to boy sports. To be quite honest, I think the players who compete in girls sports are generally more humble, and you're obviously coming off that way too. Bre, tell me something interesting about Maddy.
Wait, I thought it was that she used to play soccer.
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't believe that.
That is
She's
usually
a soccer player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
middle school.
That was interesting.
I feel like there's something else interesting.
So tell me some of your favorite moments from this past volleyball season.
I would say like beating CR, like being down 2 sets and then winning was pretty awesome. Same with Smyrna and Cave. Those were pretty fun wins in games.
Yeah, that was a good match, that CR match. As she just said, they were down 2 sets. I was there for that one, and came roaring back to win in 5. That's tough to do because you can get mentally down when you're down 2 sets like that. Bre, how do you refocus and come back and do what it takes to win when you're trailing by 2 sets like that? What do you have to do?
I try not to think about our past mistakes and just think of what we did good and continue to do that. Like we refused to lose, so that's what we had going the whole game.
All right. Well, what can you tell me that I'm missing about either of you two? So your coach sent me a bunch of stuff, and I know you're both humble and all, but if there was something that you, yeah, maybe it's a hard question to ask because you are both humble, but what am I missing here about you two in the 12 or 13 minutes that we're talking? What's important for me to know about you two? Hard question, isn't it?
It is.
Is your coach there? Mike, you can, if you're there,
Yes.
come on in. Tell me something about these girls.
All right, I'm going to come in here in the
Oh,
background.
that's freaky.
Looks like I'm fading out. I just
Whoa.
ruined everything.
Oh,
Okay, hold on, girls. Is this working?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm in and out.
Like a ghost. It's cool.
Wow, I am a ghost. Fantasma in Spanish. All
There
right.
you go.
Now they're a ghost. Okay, so what was your question again? What were we missing?
Tell me something about these kids that
Yeah,
perhaps
they're
I'm
great. They're
missing.
just great people. You know, they really are. This group of seniors of which they're a part, you know, just the best group of seniors that I've ever had. And one of them actually put me on the spot the other day and said, "Who's your favorite group of seniors?" And I was like, "Well, I have to say you guys now," you know. And she was like, "Oh, you're just saying it." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not just saying that. I really do mean that. Like, I have 8 seniors and just a really, really special group. They root for each other all the time. They are very humble. They're good students. They're good people. I get to see them every day in school, whether we are in season or out of season. They're always stopping by to say hi. And I do have some snacks in the room for them occasionally. Bre is, an interesting thing about her is that she loves honey buns. Might get her in trouble with somebody there, but she doesn't seem to put on any bad weight or anything like that from them. So we'll see. But just like I said, just great people. I would go to bat for them any day of the week, anytime. And I've always got their back, and I think they know that. But you know, and I think that really stands out even more so than them as players. And being that they have been with us for 4 years, I really know them well. Some of the players that are in their class, I've just gotten to know a lot better, and I really like that because some of them were on JV for a couple of years. And yes, I'm still in charge of JV, but you know, have a lot more involvement with the varsity practices, you know, from day to day, and just get to know those girls a lot better. So that's what I would say about these two young ladies. I don't have anything bad to say about them at all.
Well, I wouldn't let you say anything bad about them.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, thank you for that. All right. Well, again,
That works.
who you see there is Bre Reid on the left of the screen, Maddy McTeer in the center. Hey, tell me something about your coach.
I think something else.
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. That's put you on the spot there, and he's standing right there too. I don't want to do that too. I just want to see the looks on your face, quite frankly. All right. Well, I want to thank you two for joining me here on the show. You had a great year, and we talked about you a lot during this past month or so, and your accomplishments down there at Sussex Central High School. Bre, best of luck to you in the club season and over at JMU. And Maddy, best of luck to you in the swimming season coming up. We'll see if you can win some state championships down there swimming. And best of luck to you at Clarion University as well. Hold on tight there for a second. I'm going to turn off your screen, but don't talk for a second. I'm just going to close out the show, all right? Thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you in just a second off air. All right. Thanks again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Bre Reid and Maddy McTeer from Sussex Central High School in Georgetown, Delaware. A couple of talented athletes, and as you can tell, humble, soft-spoken. That's what I like about girls' sports to begin with, and you will hopefully get to see and read more about the two of them in their athletic endeavors, and just as women growing up around here from the state of Delaware. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I am Marshal Manlove, and now I am out.